What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get into something very interesting. Remember, I told you guys I was going to talk about a new type of currency. Well, not a new type, but a new currency to consider. I started giving this some thoughts. I'm over here complaining about under a Biden administration, Iran would feel real emboldened to start acting up. I said it would be just like a third term for Obama. And then it hit me. Duh. What about Iran's currency? Let's get into this. Hey, everybody, if you're thinking about buying precious metals, give a consideration to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is in the description. If you are a first-time buyer here in the United States or over there in Puerto Rico and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and it will give you a free half ounce of silver. So we're going to talk about this nifty little bill right here. So if you remember, since Trump got into office, what happened? Well, he slapped serious sanctions against Iran, causing the currency to really devalue. He damn near wrecked their currency. They try to find tricky ways to get out of the sanctions, but nonetheless, their economy is a wreck. Okay? The sanctions really crippled Iran, and rightfully so. It was the right thing to do. We're going to get into it again here in just a second. A quick reminder, you guys look at, I got a second channel called The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. Over here, there are things I could talk about that I cannot talk about on this channel. The link's in the description. Come on over there, because some of you guys are asking me about the NESARA, GESARA, the Pimpy news, everything, all that's all over here. Okay, you guys, for now? All right. Also, I have Pimpy's investment chat over here on LBRY. It's just like YouTube, but with no censoring. Okay? Right now, all of us are starting to move to conservative-friendly, free speech-friendly platforms, and LBRY is one of them. And so is UGEtube, UGEtube, and Parler. But unfortunately, they took Parler down. And UGEtube, what they're trying to do is just, redo everything so they can handle the influx of people that are coming in because of the crap that Twitter's doing. All right? All right, anyways, look at this. So it shouldn't be no surprise. Look at this. It says, why Biden plans to rejoin the Iran deal makes no sense. Well, it doesn't make a difference about what makes sense. We all know that money talks, bullshit walks. If the right amount of money given to Biden, his son, allegedly, will get him into this nuke deal. And besides, I think there's a lot of bed buddies between Russia, China, and Iran. So I'm sure if China tells, Biden gives him an order to redo this deal, he'll follow what his master is telling him to do. And he'll jump back in this Iran nuclear deal, which means also keep in mind that the mullahs who control pretty much Iran, you got to also remember, they've been saying they want reparations. Reparations for all the damages that Trump's caused. Now, you want to see people lose their crap. If Biden sends any type of reparations over to Iran, you're going to see a whole new target for BLM. That's for damn sure. I'm just throwing that out there. But anyways, if he sends the money over there, or he sends, U.S. dollars over there, look, it's just once the Iran nuclear deal is done, and I'm pretty sure he's going to lift the sanctions. There's no reason why he won't. It's going to cause the real to increase in value. Think about it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. Now, with the Iraqi dinar, you could buy, with $1 US, 1,450 Iraqi dinars. Right now, with $1 US, you could buy 42,105 rials. So I was thinking to myself, wait a minute. This isn't going to take long. I think he's going to get into this within the first 100 days. Don't be surprised if within the first 30 to 45 days, you'll see Biden, I think, lift the sanctions. This will go up in value. I don't have any doubt of it. Anyways, I went to Exchange of America, but I forgot the Iranian rial is on sanctions. Therefore, you really can't pick up their currency anywhere here that I'm aware of. But I went over to talk to these gentlemen here, and you can see they do have it. Right, so the Iranian rial is here. It's very rare, by the way. What he means by that is you can't really get it. It's hard to get in other places because of the sanctions and everything else. So, they have it. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some up myself. Again, it's just one of those things. With every investment, there's a risk. There's no guarantee it will go up in value. I'm just saying common sense says to me, with the, Biden going into the office, if he does, if Biden goes into office, he wants to get back into the Iranian nuclear deal. Don't be surprised if he doesn't send over sanctions. And reparations. And he will absolutely lift some, if not all, of the sanctions. This will cause the currency to increase in value. Their economy will be able to start running again. So that's why this is that other currency I was saying we should keep an eye on. Now, again, I can't tell you what to do with your investments. I'm just looking. I'm sharing my perspective on what I think is going to happen with the Iranian currency. I think it's going to go up, and I'm explaining why. Biden will keep using U.S. sanctions weapon, but with the sharper aim. It says Biden will not shy away from using President Donald Trump's weapon of choice, sanctions, as he seeks to reshape America's foreign policy according to people familiar with his thinking. All right. But when Biden takes office on January the 20th, he is expected to quickly begin recalibrating Trump's blunt force approach while taking time to deliberate before making any major changes with top sanction targets like Iran and China. Yeah, no, he's not. We know he's not. He takes his orders from China, and Iran and China are bed buddies at this moment. So it isn't going to take long. But this is what he says. His challenge will be to sort out which sanctions to keep, which to undo, and which to expand. This will come after 4 years in which Trump has imposed punitive economic measures at a record pace, often unilaterally, but has failed to bend U.S. rivals to his will, which is not true. He couldn't get the Democrats to help him on any of these changes. And the ones that he did do, it was very effective. But they just ran out the clock because they were told that they allegedly were told that Trump won't win, and it was guaranteed. So nonetheless, you can see here, he's already talking about it. I already heard him talk about it. He's saying, that's not how we do business. It's not about sanctions. This article is trying to go out of their way to make, Biden not look soft. Maybe more of a person who is willing to negotiate instead of being soft. That's not true. He's a softie. China's going to tell him to remove these sanctions, and they will. So with that in mind, I want you to think about this. If Biden removes the sanctions that are crippling the economy of Iran, what do you suppose is going to happen to their currency? Right now, it's weak. The currency was devalued. I just showed you it's a little bit different, not a little. It's much different than the Iraqi dinar. So for $1 US, you could see what you're getting here. Okay, that's on the open exchange. Don't forget, when you're dealing with any kind of currency exchange center, they're going to put premiums on there and everything else that goes with it. So, nonetheless, I went over into Exchange of America, and that's usually where I go, to Exchange of America, and this thing's moving too slow. Anyways, I go to Exchange America because I thought they might have some, and I was going to buy some there. I told you guys that's where I used to go to buy my Iraqi dinar, but they ran out. Somebody said they've restocked up on just a little bit, so I haven't been there for a while. Once I started working with NESARA shop, then I just, out of habit, go there. So NESARA shop is here. The link is in the description. You guys look at, they have all the things we talk about. They have the Iraqi dinar here. They have the Iran rial. So I'm going to jump on that. All right. Again, with anything that you invest in, make sure whatever you're using, what money you use, you have to tell yourself or ask yourself this question. If tomorrow I lost all of it, is it going to affect my life negatively, or am I just going to be pissed off that I lost the money? Do you see what I'm saying? Just use discretionary funds if you have them. All these people trying to do the quick, rich scheme, it's not going to happen that way. These types of things take time, all right? All these things we talk about, the dinar, the Vietnam dong, the gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, and now the Iran currency, you see all of these have a good possibility of big things happening. But again, there's no guarantee it will. So when I told you guys I was going to talk about a new currency and I wanted to express my opinion about it, that is the Iran rial. I think, well, actually, I'm pretty positive, or I wouldn't buy the currency. So I'm picking up some currency myself. And when people go, how much should I get? Well, look, you guys, it's up to you. It's up to you how much. I can't tell you what to get. But, like always, I have a limit. And then, I tell myself, look, I'll just buy some and see what happens. Okay? Now, the difference between this and Iraq is this. Iraq's trying to rebuild. It's trying to get back on their feet. It's trying to get stable. It's trying to rebuild their economy. Infrastructure, the whole 9 yards. With Iran, that's not a problem. All they need is the sanctions lifted and they'll be fine. That's a huge difference. So this would most likely happen much quicker than what's going on with the Vietnam dong as well as the Iraqi dinar. Again, there's nothing that needs to be fixed with them. All they need is to have sanctions lifted. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you because I told you guys I was going to let you know about a currency we should keep an eye on. That is the one right here, is the Iran rial. So I'm going to pick some up. I just wanted to share this with you because I got to thinking about it. Again, if a Biden administration gets in there is no doubt whatsoever that he is going to re-enter the nuclear deal and lift the sanctions off Iran. And then that's going to change everything. All right, let me know what you think, man. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so because we do help out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. I'll catch you later.